Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. I'm going to try to walk out to an island. We're at the same park as the previous video, but I'm not sure if it's going to work because it's low tide and the seaweed can be really slippery. And Sheppy has taken off, so I'm a little concerned about where he's gone. But I'm going to try this anyway and see what happens, because I have a very serious subject to talk about, and that is trauma and how to get past trauma and move on with our lives. And since I have experienced much trauma in my past, I feel that I've learned quite a bit, and I would like to pass as much of that on as possible in terms of how I deal with it now and how I put it all behind me. So I'm going to turn this around, and I wish I knew where Sheppy was. I don't like it when he disappears like this. Sheppy! I might just stand right here. I don't really want to go out to the island without him. I think I'll start walking back. Do not hear him. Now, trauma is like a jolt in your brain that I don't know scientifically or medically what it does to our brains, but it changes us, and it affects us at a subconscious level, and we make choices when we don't even realize that trauma is still affecting us. And it took me a very long time to understand that. Sheppy! Maybe he went back to the truck, I hope. It's not like him to run away. And we all have our own trauma, our own level of trauma, and our own time frames with which to deal with it. And there is no one generic method to deal with it. But I think there is one general idea that you can follow to try to resolve it to where it's not damaging you in the way that trauma can and continue to damage your life. Gosh, I wish I knew where he was. Sheppy! I know he's not swimming. The thing about Sheppy is he knows where I am, even though I don't know where he is. And we'll go out there another day. And there's a boat out there somewhere. Now, I think also trauma depends on if it was over an extended amount of time or if it was just one isolated incident. And for me, it was over an extended amount of time, starting in my childhood when I was most impressionable. And that, of course, I believe is the most damaging time of your life. So, for me, oh, there he is, good. Sheppy, I'm over here, come on, come on. I don't know why I worry about him. He's so dang smart, he knows where he is. So for me, I was an absolute chaotic mess for many years because I could not sort through the damage my trauma had done. And because I couldn't sort through it, I was creating more. Sheppy, over here, come on, let's go. Come on. He's so silly. And I'm not stupid. I'm not incapable of figuring things out. And I even saw a couple of therapists. But back in the 90s, and I don't know if it's different now, but back in the 90s, the way to deal with what they're calling post-traumatic stress disorder is to continuously talk about it. Now, for me, that did nothing but make me more upset. And create even more anxiety because I had no plan as to how to reorganize it in my brain as to how to move forward. And that's what I needed to do. I needed to sort it out, know where to put it away so that I could let it go, so it wouldn't continuously pull me down. And that's the best way I can describe it. Well, therapy did nothing for me, and after 4 or 5 years, I parted ways with my therapist, and I started reading books. But even the books books are general. Books are great with terminology and theories, but it's only 60% of what you need, I believe, in order to relieve yourself from the pain of that trauma. Now, what did I come up with? I came up with something that I think, well, it worked for me, and I hope it can work for you, because the way I saw it was my past was very dark, very depressing, and I was allowing it to continue to affect me. Well, obviously, how do you stop allowing your past that was so horrible to continue to affect you? These guys are eating shells. I think that's what they're eating. And the way I came up with it, I don't know, I come up with these silly analogies. Let's say you have an old shirt and you don't want to wear it anymore. You don't want to keep looking at it. And you know if you throw it away, it'll keep haunting you because you'll keep thinking about it, right? But what if you took that shirt and you put it in a drawer and you closed the drawer and you said, okay, I know you're there, but I'm putting you away. I'm putting you in a separate place where I don't have to wear you anymore. And if I want to open the drawer and look at you from time to time, I have the power to do that. But I also have the power to keep that door shut. And I kind of thought about it even more so in terms of files in my brain. And tell me if you think this is weird. Because I come up with some things that work for me and maybe they don't make sense to anyone else. But I had to do something with all these horrible experiences that continue to haunt me. And they would come in nightmares. They would come in day-to-day triggers. Things that would remind me of these bad experiences. And so I made up these little files in my head, and I thought, okay, I don't want to think about that anymore. It happened. It's over. I want to get rid of it, but it won't go away. So I'm going to put it in a file in my brain and put that file away under no longer needed, no longer wanted. So I guess in a way I'm accepting the fact that it happened. It is in my memory and will be forever. And it's not something to run from. It's not something to deny. But it's something to no longer give power to. And I think it made me feel great. Because now, if I hear something that reminds me of a past horrible experience, or I think of a person that hurt me badly, I tell myself, that's okay, they're in the drawer, they're in the file. They're not in your life anymore. You have a new one. And yes, they're there. But you put that away. So that person can't hurt you anymore, as long as you don't open that drawer. And by opening the drawer, it means I'm welcoming all that pain back. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep the file shut. And in a way, that's kind of how our brains work anyway, isn't it? Our brains are like computers, and we file memories, we file emotions. I don't know how, but brain experts know how. And I think it doesn't seem like such a struggle to handle trauma this way, at least for me, because you're accepting it happened, you're not denying it. You can sort out if you want, you can think about it more if you want to open that drawer. But if you shut the drawer, you can decide not to think about it and not dwell on it and be free to go on with your life. So please let me know if this video helped you. I so love my channel, and I love being as helpful as I possibly can. And this is how I look at my life now. This is why I can look back on horrible things in my past and they don't bother me anymore, because they belong in the closed file. And I can open that drawer and I can look at them, but I look at them as no longer needed. They're filed under no longer needed, no longer wanted, no longer acceptable. Yet I'm acknowledging that they're still there. So, a little different approach. I'm no therapist, but I think if you work on trying to forget something, it only makes you think about it more. And if you've had something really traumatic, sometimes people actually block it out, which I have done with, I think, a few things. I'm still not sure about it, but they're so bad I can't even talk about them. And that is a defense mechanism for sure. I witnessed some things that were just horrific. And so that was my mechanism when I had nowhere to run as a child. Yet I put that in a file too. No longer needed, no longer wanted, no longer valid for me, the way I want to live my life now. And isn't that kind of cool? Let's go down here. Shippy, wanna go swim? And I hope this helps you, because I don't know, I like to come up with my own unique ways of how I handle things. And I'm always open to suggestions and ideas of what other people have done. Yet, when you find something that really works, you treasure it. Shippy, come on, let's go. Let's see if she wants to swim. Come here. And Maggie might bark. I apologize. Let's see if she wants to swim. And I hope this helps some of you. And actually, it doesn't even have to be trauma. It could be something that makes you unhappy to remember. This is how she barks. And it might be something that just plain upsets you. And you can file that away too, as unwanted, unnecessary, unimportant. And I think you'll find that by psychologically finding a home in your brain for these things will set you free and allow you to live your life the way you deserve. And this is so darn beautiful here, isn't it? Today is August 19th, and I have a lot of things to do to get ready in the cabin for winter. I need to make some wool curtains so that I have a double curtain in every window. I need to, let's see what else, finish stacking my firewood and start my food or supplies storage. Non-perishables like paper towels, shampoo, things like that. I buy a ton of it and put it upstairs. Just in case I'm stuck in the house, a snowstorm rolls in or something. And even if I don't use it, at least I have it. So fall is the time to get ready for winter. And soon I will video the foliage. It's going to be absolutely stunning. Now these trees are all evergreen, so they won't turn color. But I'm going to take you down some amazing trails that are just going to be gorgeous. And that will probably not be for another couple of weeks. Actually into October. So thanks so much, everyone. I hope you're enjoying my videos. And please let me know if you have any questions, comments. And yes, I'm throwing a rock, only because I'm trying to make her stop barking. And I'm going to find a stick very soon. So thanks so much, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Take care.